Good morning, dear children. I welcome you all to Value Education class. Today, we are going to read and understand a new chapter. That is Chapter 5, Stay Connected. So now, take out your Value Education book, Dewdrops. Chapter 5, Stay Connected. Good relationships are like arms of a clock. They only meet sometimes, but they always stay connected. So in this chapter, we are going to understand how to do positive communication, how to handle our emotions and expressions, feelings, and how to be polite with others. So let's start reading. Words are the clothes to our personality. You create an impression of yourself while talking to anyone. Communication is an art of connecting and getting in touch with others. Communication must reflect goodness, only then it will connect you with others. Be polite and positive while dealing with others. Say please and thank you often and be honest. Listen when others want to talk. This will bring closeness and friendship. Respect and give positive reply, showing that you are sensitive to the feelings of others. Use a polite tone of voice instead of an aggressive or a fighting tone. Thank the people with a big smile who serve you genuinely. Comfort others without regard to race, gender, faith, age, or nationality. So, we should be polite to others. We should say please, thank you often, and we should be honest to others. We should listen when others want to talk. This will create new friendships, new bonds. Respect others. And we should be sensitive to the feelings of others. Communication. So what is communication? Let's understand. Communication is the way to let other people know about your ideas and feelings. It is a two-way process. The ability to listen to others is also very important in communication. People are communicating when they make a phone call, write a note for someone, or even send an email. So these are the ways to communicate with each other. Now, while communicating, we need to remember few points. We need to keep few points in our mind. So first thing is, use active listening. Show that you are listening by nodding, making eye contact. Example, I understand that you are sad and can see your point of view. Next is, be thoughtful of what you say and avoid making fun of others. Use appropriate language. Be aware of the company you are in and use language that is acceptable to all. Empathize. Put yourself in the other person's position. Imagine how they will feel. Show that you respect their feelings. And be humble. See yourself as you really are, with both strengths and weaknesses. Don't talk to people as if you don't think you are better than them. I'm sorry is a statement. I won't do it again is a promise. So, smile. Smile and silence. Building relationships. Silence and smile are two powerful tools for building relationships. Smile is a way to solve many problems and silence is a way to avoid many problems. So smile and silence both are needed for building relationships, for building relations. So here are two kinds of communication. Verbal communication and non-verbal communication, which is also known as body language communication. So verbal communication. Verbal communication is an act of conveying messages, ideas, or feelings through the use of words. It means communicating with words, written or spoken. Verbal communication consists of speaking, listening, writing, and reading. Let us learn the characteristics of effective verbal communication. So, keep a soft tone of voice. Think before you speak. Look at the listener. Pronounce words clearly. Use polite words. Be brief and precise. Speak slowly and clearly. Use simple language and familiar words. So these are the characteristics of doing verbal communication. Facial expressions, postures, or gestures are a good means of non-verbal communication. So here, words written or spoken are not used. Facial expressions, postures, and gestures are used to communicate. They also help to understand what others are saying. So, speech delivery, tone of voice, pitch, and loudness. Gestures means hand movement and winking, nodding. Facial expression, smile and frown. Eye contact, movement of eyes and blinking. Postures means crossing, leg crossing, and sitting position. So these are the characteristics of non-verbal communication. The tone of your voice communicates what you feel. Sometimes how you say something can change the meaning of what you are saying. So your tone should not be in aggressive mode or in fighting mode. It should be soft. So tone of your voice should be soft while communicating with others. Do and observe. Check out the tone. A child can say, "I love ice cream" in a bored voice. The next child then says the same as though he really does love it. Another one can say, "I have so much of homework" in a happy voice. The next student may say the same sentence in an angry tone. So this activity can continue in the class with the students making up their own statements and speaking in different tones. So we should speak softly, in a happy tone, in a energetic tone, not in a bored tone or not in an aggressive tone. So always check out your tone while communicating with each other. Next is volume of voice. Controlling the volume of your voice is a very important skill for getting along with other people. It means making your voice softer or louder depending on the situation you are in. The three basic volumes are soft, normal, and loud, and each one is appropriate for different situations. So there are three kinds of volumes that we use in different situations, that is soft, normal, and loud voice. So making an eye contact. People speak with their eyes as well. Making eye contact means looking at the person to make him realize that you understand and care about what he is saying. It also makes us aware of the reaction of the other person so that we may know how they are feeling. So here are two situations given. Observe. Tell your partner everything you did from the moment you got up this morning until now. While you are talking, your partner should look at you most of the time. And situation 2. Tell your partner everything you are planning to do when you get home from school until you go to sleep. While you are talking, your partner should never look at your face. So which of these conversation would be more effective and why? Yes, situation 1 would be more effective because it gives us the sense of assurance that the other person is listening to us, or he or she is paying attention and giving respect to your opinion and ideas. So we should always make an eye contact. We should always look at each other's faces while doing a conversation or while talking. Next is facial expressions. Expressions on face speak more than words. You can often tell whether a person is angry, sad, or happy even if you can't hear the words. So facial expressions are also important while communicating. So dear children, that's all for today. Today we have learned many things about communication. Now homework for you today is read the chapter 5. Stay connected till where we have read it today. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you.